My first guest tonight is a veteran of the Broadway stage, but you know him best as Lieutenant Arthur Fancy on NYPD Blue. Please welcome James McDaniel. Hey, thanks a lot for coming back on the show.
I'm back. I love this show.
Yeah.
And, you know, I want to actually thank you because you were the first guy. You know, all the other guys on the other shows when we first started out.
There are other shows?
There are other shows.
I wasn't aware.
Well, there's a couple of other shows.
I knew that, yeah.
They didn't want me, but
we knew your show was going someplace, and we knew that you were going someplace. So we latched onto the comet early.
Well, thank you very much.
We do here at the show.
Yes.
You know, we were just talking about you before you came out, Andy and I, because I was reading the intro over on the cards. Sometimes we use cue cards here on the show. That's right, I'm not a genius. And we were looking at your name, the name of your character, and we thought, that's a challenging name for a tough cop.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Arthur
Fancy. You know, well, you know, it's just kind of like a boy named Sue, I kind of feel, you know.
Right.
Only a real man could have a name like that.
That's right.
That's
no.
what I said.
When you first saw it, did you think, come on, let's change that name to Rock?
Well, well, actually, I did a series with Stephen before this called
Stephen Bochco, yeah.
Stephen Bochco.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to sound like a name dropper.
Yeah.
But my name was Rose. Franklin and Rose.
So you can't work with him again.
No,
Next
no,
time it's going to be
a pansy.
Yeah. Detective Jack Doyley. Watch it.
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy, Doyley, get in here. You two have been acting like idiots. Now, big things are happening on your show. It's very timely to have you on the program to talk about this because everyone's curious. Jimmy Smits has announced that he's leaving the show.
Yeah.
And to replace him, they're going to bring in Ricky Schroeder.
The PC name is Rick Schroeder.
You can't call him Ricky anymore.
No, you cannot call him Ricky anymore.
If you can be fancy, I think you can be Ricky. No, but I mean that's because he's a good actor, and he's he's in his 40s now, right? How old is he now? What?
I don't know. I've never met him.
Oh, you haven't met him yet?
No, I'm on hiatus.
Oh, okay. You're on vacation.
Yeah, I'm on vacation. I didn't mean to business drop.
I'm turning all your showbiz terms into just okay.
Yes, thank you for explaining.
Yeah. Now I'm just curious because people know him as Rick Schroeder, like from Silver Spoons and The Champ, and
yeah, I know him from Lonesome Dove.
Right, which
was. You know, I mean, it was one of the best westerns of all time. That's what I know of.
Right. It's just weird when you first hear that that's who they're bringing on. You think, was Mason Reese the other choice? It's kind of like, it's someone that you think of first as being a child actor.
Yeah, but it'll work. I mean, remember Susan Day? Partridge Family, came on the L.A. Law. I mean, these are smart guys. They have a plan. They know what they're going to do.
Okay, now let's talk about Jimmy Smits for a second.
Okay, let's talk about Jimmy.
Because I have a beef with Jimmy. I like Jimmy. I think he's a great guy. He's a terrific actor. Guy. I think he went way out of his way to show his butt on that program. I think he contrived situations where his butt would be seen.
Is that your theory?
Well, that's my theory. Just his butt was shown more than anybody else's butt on that show. And there'd be scenes where he'd say, let's go to the courts and watch the trial, but first, I need an inoculation. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Like came into work with his pants down around his ankles and
said, let's get into it. Come on, let's go.
It's time to make the cookie.
I've never used that term, but I'm going to try it out tonight and see what happens. Well, is this something where now that he's leaving, they're going to expect you to pick up the slack on these nude scenes?
Well, I mean, the problem is, you got to be careful what you wish for. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if you look at the pinnacle of this business, you look at Sidney Poitier, I picture him with his pants down around his ankles. I don't know if I should hope for that, you know? We went through the whole civil rights struggle.
Wait, why do you I'm got stuck for a second. Why do you picture him with his pants down?
Because he's a very, very respected actor, and I don't expect to see him.
Oh, you don't expect him to see that? Oh, no, I thought you said you expect to see him like that.
No, you got me wrong.
I thought we got you babbling. Reviewing something here.
No. So when I think about myself doing that, I think I should lodge a silent protest if they ever ask me to show the dark side of the moon. And if I do... I think I'll do it, but I think I'll have a piece of toilet paper hanging down.
Interesting touch. We learn more about your character, I suppose.
That's not very fancy.
Yeah. He's non-fancy for that episode.
Yeah.
You got to meet one of your, you mentioned one hero, Sidney Poitier, I guess.
Yeah.
Another hero you got to meet pretty recently was Richard Pryor, is that right?
Oh, yeah, Richard. Oh, thing that happened with Richard. I had met him, I was receiving this award called the Black Actors Award, and he was there.
I never get that award, by the way. I'm overlooked every year.
You gotta work on your acting.
Okay, I'm sorry. You see my English accent earlier, and ain't gonna happen. Blimey, governor! I'm from the ghetto! It's not gonna happen at all. What?
No, you got to get down with the brothers, man.
Oh, all right.
You're down.
Oh,
You're
good,
down.
good. What does that mean exactly? This guy's hopeless. You got to meet Richard Pryor, though.
Yeah. So, you know, he's in his little wheelchair now. You know, he's very sick, and we took this picture together. This woman that takes care of him took this picture of us, and she said she was going to send me a copy of it. And I waited around, and I never received a copy of the picture. Flash forward, it's like, you know, 6 months from then we're at the NAACP Awards. We're backstage together. I walk back, and I look at her, and I say, I've got a bone to pick with you. She says, what's that? And I said, where's my picture? She said, I tried to develop them. They didn't come out. I went out, grabbed a photographer right now, be right back. So there's me and Richard Pryor sitting in the green room, just sitting there, uncomfortable with each other. And I'm apologizing to him. I said, Richard, you know, I'm sorry to put you through all this, but I really want this picture. And he says, that's okay, man. It's okay. I'm slipping. And, you know, my heart went out to him. I said, you know, Richard, it's not about, you know, your imminent demise or anything like that. I just wanted a picture because I love you. He says, no, it's no problem. I'm slipping. I said, Richard, I hate to see you talk that way. You know, it's hurting my heart. And he says, look, I'm slipping out this damn chair. Will you please lift my ass up?
Sad but funny at the same time.
Sad but true.
Well, we are really happy that you came back and visit us. And again, the show's doing great. NYPD Blue, ABC, Tuesdays at 10 o'clock. And, you know, thanks for being here. And I want to mention this. Is this what you're talking about, the Separate Cinema?
Yes.
Want me to do it or you do it?
You can do it.
Okay, a Separate Cinema. It's the Black Independent Film Festival on the Turner Classic Movie Channel. And that's going to be Wednesdays in July at 8 o'clock p.m. What kind of movies are they going to show?
We're talking about films from 1905 through 1940. There was about 400 films made that were a reaction to films like Birth of a Nation.
Right.
You know, really, really nasty, ugly depictions of blacks. This was the counter spin that was happening around the same time. Wonderful film.
Great. People should check out that festival. James, thank you so much.
It's always a pleasure.
This is James and McDaniels, everybody. Rich Hall coming up. Stick around. We'll be right back.